Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Evil Man. Down out, generals gathered in their masses.
Down out.
Just like witches at black masses.
Down out.
Evil minds and heart's destruction.
Down out.
Just like witches at black masses again. Oh, Lord child.
I had a much easier part there because had to sing it all, and I just went dun.
I know, but that's how music started.
Is that right?
Yes, around a fire pit back in the ancient before.
So
times.
before guitars, there was just a guy doing the dun out. Wow.
Yeah, and another guy going.
Wow.
And then another guy going like do jacka do batska do diggity boo.
Ooh, you know what? There's no one alive that can say that diggity boo like you just did. That was so good. Well, there's probably a few.
And then there was one guy going. That's a harmonica.
What's that noise? Oh. Ooh, can you do any others?
And then there was one guy that would sit around the fire named Cog, and he would go, "Meh."
Oh, like the big trombone.
Yeah. And then there was like his wife would go, ding.
Oh, triangle lady.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, welcome to Evil Men, the
Thanks
podcast.
so much for having me.
Yeah,
I
no,
appreciate
thank you
it.
for being on today.
Oh.
And it's you and I. And okay, we actually
you're
have...
James Hartnett. I'm Chris Locke.
Yeah.
Someone, not going to mention any names, they always say we don't do it professional. We just did it.
Yeah, that's true. They don't seem to like our intro that we do together. But we liked it today. We had fun. And we actually have a special guest here joining us today. And she's one of our closest friends. She's probably the most popular person on the podcast, period. We love her. She's hilarious. Jackie Pirico.
Oh my goodness.
Jackie Pirico.
Thank you for having me. It was so hard for me to not join in that musical history discussion.
It's not over.
Please.
Well,
It's
because I
never
didn't want to like reveal myself before my introduction, but
It's
I really
hard.
knew that you meant the triangle. I really knew that you meant the trombone. And I was like, triangle, trombone. But I didn't want to like blow the movie magic, so I was just like quiet.
It is funny. We didn't even talk about how like, Jackie, you stay quiet until we bring you on.
just
But you're a pro.
You're a pro.
Yeah.
You're literally a radio
Think
host.
about see, you said movie magic. Think about how many movie sets there are in Hollywood
my God.
every day where people are just off camera working, holding themselves back from going triangle, trombone during every filming of every
It's
movie.
true. And also I wanted to ask, who says that you are unprofessional in your intro?
Oh, we're just grinding MB's gears because he's not here.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's
He
in
doesn't like, I don't know. He doesn't like, well, I don't know.
According to today, he's in or was just in the Tate Museum in the UK.
Was he in the Tate? I've
Yeah.
never been in the Tate.
Me neither. I would love to go. I bet you. He said it's humongous.
Yeah, it would be like Tate.
Yeah.
Tate.
You know what museum I have been to, which I wish I never went to? The Taint Museum.
Okay, because I've always been on the fence about this place. I love museums, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. So the taint isn't very good, huh?
No, it's huge as well.
Yeah.
And there's just different types of different eras of representations of taints.
So it's
all
like
over
the
the world.
Bata Shoe Museum, but for taints?
100%. Well, let me ask you this. Is there a giant shoe you can lick in the Bata Shoe Museum? would
No,
you
so
say?
it doesn't even have that.
There you go.
So, like, what kind of historical figures taints do they recreate? Like Plato, Socrates, Dom DeLuise?
I can't believe you just nailed all three. I mean,
my God.
those are the only three taints you see, but there's replicas of them all over the place.
And then they have a rotating, obviously, guest
Oh, right, like an
exhibition.
exhibit or whatever.
Yeah.
My friend who had a baby was really worried about
their taint? The
their
rip?
taint,
The
yeah.
tear?
And she was thinking about getting like of, you know how people get like boudoir shoots or photo shoots when they're pregnant or like she was like, maybe should I get like a photo shoot of my taint before it's destroyed?
When you have a baby, I guess your taint gets messed up.
Yeah, if you have it, but then it turns out she had a C-section anyway, so
nice.
Her taint has never been better.
Apparently, your taint only gets messed up during a pregnancy if your child has claws.
Oh, when it's thrashing out?
Yeah, like long talons.
Okay.
It's thrashing. Yeah, it's thrashing and shredding to get out like the Powell Peralta skeleton. I don't know if we got any old skaters here in the house, but Google it. It's funny.
I've skated a little bit here and there.
Why is that so funny?
Because I clearly haven't.
Is it true? No, you
No,
haven't.
God, no.
You've never done an ollie?
Never once done an ollie, no.
Have you been on a skateboard at all?
I probably stood on one and like
took a picture,
uploaded it, a whole 9 yards, but I've never done anything on it. I was just going to ask about taints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know the whole thing about perineum tanning?
Yes.
This whole trend.
Yeah, you sun it.
You lie on your back in the sun, you raise your legs up, and you basically spread your legs and let the sun...
Oh, like it's like sphincter tanning.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be so good for you.
Is it supposed to be like for your chakra? Because isn't that supposed to be your root chakra is like there?
I don't know. Jackie did a PU face. You know,
the root chakra.
I might have said this before on the podcast, but I've been on like an all-inclusive. I've never
seen taint sun tanning.
No,
me neither.
But you know, you're lying there in your chaise. You got a white wine because you're gluten-free, and sometimes the sun shines in down my swimming trunks, and I almost angle myself to let it hit that area out of curiosity.
And those sound like baggy swimming trunks.
Yeah, I'm kind of a.
Could you get like what's his face? George Hamilton had the tinfoil thing. Could you get one of those around your swim trunks to bounce the light into it reflectively?
James, when you tell stories like that, I have to say it paints the picture, a certain picture of you. You come across as one of those men who has a subscription to Gadgets Weekly, where it shows men all the new gadgets coming out. Does that paint a picture?
Tracks.
Well, you do love like new technical innovations.
I do.
And you're like, let me try this taint sun tanning thing, but you do it covertly.
You hit the nail on the head.
I tell you, James, you would not like this.
It did feel. I felt like it actually did feel good, but I think it was a placebo effect.
Well, I think that the sun hitting anywhere,
an area that probably doesn't get a lot of love, especially in my life. Very little taint action in my life. I'll say that.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
I get a taint massage quite often, to be honest, down on Bloor West Village here in the west end of the city.
Bloordale taint massage?
Yeah, the masseuse, look it up. It's called Taint Misbehavin'. And
we're trying to work into our contract with Sonar. Maybe we can get taint massages.
I think I stole that joke, Taint Misbehavin', from Mr. Show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the way that I found out what a taint is I asked my dad. Like, I heard him say it, and I asked him what it is. And he said, well, it taint your dick and it taint your asshole.
That's so good.
Try to say that on Indie 88 in the morning.
It taint your dick and it taint your asshole. He could have said it taint your vagina.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't say that to me.
Yeah, that's a good.
Picturing your father with a vagina is insane.
I know, and
I just did. Ooh.
Well, I don't know why.
Like
instantly
Buffalo
someone
Bill.
has a vagina, they go, ooh.
I do that. I do that.
Over here.
Well, I mean, I could, I don't know. I think I see what you mean.
Last time I was at an all-inclusive, it was Club Med.
Ooh.
Yeah. We got the lowest package for a discount, and we went to Club Med in Dominican Republic. And what I saw on the beach was a family, a mom, dad, and 2 kids playing Frisbee, and the mom was topless and had big fake boobs bouncing up and down in front of her kids throwing the Frisbee.
Whoa.
I'm not joking.
Wow.
But was it
And I'm just sitting there taint misbehaving.
You're just sitting there letting the sun hit your taint and enjoying the view.
My daughter goes, "What's that?" And I throw my margarita in her face.
Was it an otherwise kind of nude beach? Like, were other people topless?
No, it's just like every now and then. Okay, so my wife, I could say it. I don't know why I cover her name. Like, this isn't like jury duty, but Kathleen and I, because we saw a few like couples. First of all, I think the family is just European straight up,
right.
and that's it.
Mhm.
But sometimes we're there on the beach, and also Club Med's French. But yeah, sometimes we're there on the beach, and a couple where the man and woman are wearing like the skimpiest bathing suit, like Speedo type things, and the woman's wearing like a thong and no top, and they have like perfectly sculpted bodies, and they keep playing and going in and out of the ocean in front of everyone. And Kath, I got to give her credit. She said, "I bet you they're paid to do that."
Oh my God!
yeah.
Like these
Like when
beautiful,
people-
perfect people.
Yes, to
like,
be like, look
Being
at our
like
resort.
sexy and like,
Because
you know what I
they'll
mean?
pay people to party in clubs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hot people. They probably do pay people to.
Yeah, it's like this super tanned, healthy looking, topless, muscular, whatever you want.
Wow.
Hot
Paid to
people playing in
frolic.
front of me and my goddamn family. And here I am with a beer belly on my third margarita at 3 p.m.
Looking at this lady.
Yeah, spilling nachos into the sand.
Well, that's a good place. I love spilling snacks on the beach and drinks because it's just like nothing ever
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, you cover it up.
like a cat.
Yeah, I know.
Jackie, you were just in Portugal.
I was.
Was it so
Oh,
fun?
yeah, this
It
is the
was-
best vacation episode.
It was the best vacation ever. And
Really?
it was so fun. And I went by myself for a week and I was in Lisbon, but then I was like traveling a little bit to Sintra and to
wow.
Cascais, beachy town, and
Cool.
just taking the train places. And just, I had so many good meals,
Ooh.
saw so many cool castles and walked around so much and saw chickens and roosters. And
Oh.
like, I just had the best blast of my
That's so
life.
nice.
Yeah.
That's neat to go on a trip by yourself.
Yeah, I've traveled a bit in
Oh.
like the States by myself and like here and there, but I've never been to Europe I've been to Europe a lot, but
Wow.
never by
Do
myself.
you get paid to run
Yeah,
along the beaches?
Yeah, they
and-
paid me to have my just kind of winter bod, no tan, but like they still paid me just to kind of
Ooh, a Canadian, everyone said.
the way that like the scientific term for the way that seals get around is called galumping. They paid me to galump around.
Yes, I've seen the
Tagus
galumping.
River. But
Well,
yeah, I had a blast.
I check out all of your stories on Instagram. They're basically like one of the best TV shows anyone can watch.
Thanks.
I highly recommend them.
Yep.
And every single meal that you had looked incredible, and the view where you ate looked incredible.
Yes, and a lot
Gorgeous.
of that was recommendations from Adam Christie, who he was the one that
It's
told me
his
to go to
birthday
Lisbon.
today.
Oh yeah, happy
Hey,
birthday, Adam!
happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Adam! It was basically because of him that I went to Lisbon, because I had a week and I just wanted to get away. And I was thinking, should I go be lazy in Mexico at a resort and drink out of cups and margarita out of plastic cups?
Yeah.
But then Adam was like, "No, Jackie, don't go to Lisbon. You'll never regret it. It's the best thing
is
ever."
so nice.
And then while I was in Lisbon, all the troubles were going on in Mexico.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. You just
Yes.
avoided it.
You almost got
Wow.
taken out.
Yeah, by the cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank
You've
God.
been dodging them for a while.
Peace to everyone in Mexico. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of uproar since Mencha's, what's his name, got taken out.
I actually
Or no, he didn't
forget
even get
his
taken
name.
out.
Oh, he got killed in prison.
No, he died in a helicopter that they were taking him somewhere. Like they arrested him.
Oh.
We're taking him somewhere.
Right.
I'm getting this secondhand now. I didn't even read the article.
I
but
saw
yeah,
this really
yeah.
funny
It's not
tweet.
good.
It's probably problematic, but the tweet made me laugh really hard. And it said, the cartel low key kind of gay for caring about him so much.
They kind of what?
The cartel is low key gay for caring about that guy so much.
Yo, I would never say that in a million years, but that's.
I didn't think it was funny, actually.
No, yeah.
Yeah, none of us here think anything that happens to any kind of cartels, any hardcore drug cartels, is funny.
No.
Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
traveling alone.
Yes.
Did you meet anybody? Like, did you sort of hang out at a bar and have a drink and be like, hey, how's it going?
How tall was he? How strong was
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Did he have
it's
huge,
not
shiny
like that.
muscles?
No, I met the most
Sailors?
brutal guy I've ever come across.
Oh.
I had the
God.
weirdest
Would he not-
encounter with
oh.
a man, one of the weirdest encounters of my life with a man. Will I tell you?
Please.
So
he? I mean, this is juicy.
So-
Please.
I didn't meet anyone else on this whole week because I was just really doing my own thing, and I was like having drinks at night at a couple bars and watching live music, but I wasn't like out there in like locals,
but as
places and stuff.
Lovely woman, there was always some guy probably going to go up to you and be like, "Hey,
you heard it here first." James
often?
said lovely.
Actually, thank you so much for saying lovely.
No,
Actually, I met 2 guys. Okay, the first one.
I've seen that video.
Oh, Chris.
No, it's true. I have seen the video.
The first one was the first night I was there, and I was like sitting in a bar, and they were playing curling, like Olympic curling, and it was Canada versus England.
No way.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was watching it, and then this guy starts chatting me up. And of all places, where's he from? He's Canadian.
Oh, brutal.
And his family is from like Caledon.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Brutal.
My brother?
Brutally
Yeah, my
pedestrian. No, believe me, this guy is not smart enough to be your brother. He was such a dum-dum. He was like, he was this horrible
I hope he doesn't
combination of
listen.
arrogant and dum-dum. He's not, believe me, he's not listening. And he's like, and I told him what I do. And I was like, you know, and I do this and that, and then I'm a broadcaster, I'm on the radio. He's like, you're on the radio? He was like really skeptical of everything
Wait.
I said. And then he's like, but AM, right? And I was like, no,
Wow.
FM. He's like, really?
Is that nagging?
Yeah, he was nagging me.
I hate that.
But he was so dumb as well. Like he was slow.
I have an anecdote about dumb people after this.
Okay.
But you're just, I'm triggered right now.
And
I'm
I said,
so
well,
sorry.
what do you do anyway? And he's like, oh, well, I'm in Latvia. I'm stationed in Latvia, like in the military. Of course you are.
Yeah. Just take your orders and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, I have a reservation. I got to run. And I left the bar just to get away from him.
Stop bothering Jackie, our lovely princess.
And you go to Portugal and there's curling on the TV and some dink from Caledon, Ontario.
that's
Oh my
insane.
God. It was my
Yeah.
first night. That was
Yeah.
like that. Luckily, I didn't meet anyone else from Ontario from then on. But then, like, several days later, first of all, can I set the scene for you?
Please.
So I had been at one of those beautiful meals that you mentioned, Chris, where there's a gorgeous view. It was at this restaurant called Ponto Final, recommended to me by Adam. You take the ferry across the Tagus River, and then you're right on the water underneath the April 25th bridge. It was like the most stunning meal I've ever had. Gorgeous octopus, and I had stingray soup and grilled salmon. It was so delicious and stunning and beautiful, I wanted to cry. I was so full, and that dinner or that lunch was at like 2 p.m. And then I had, this was bad timing on my part, but then that night at like 9:30 p.m., I had this prepaid dinner wine tasting that I'd booked like a while ago where you watch like fado jazz, like live fado music, and it's in this beautiful old chapel. Cool event, but I was like, oh my God, I'm so full. How am I going to do this? So I walk there uphill, 30 minutes up steep cobblestone hills to this dinner. I'm so full. My stomach is like bursting still
That's
from the
hard.
swordfish and everything. And I'm hot and I'm sweating.
Swordfish.
Or stingray.
Ooh, stingray.
And I had my period, which I got on my holiday, which made me want to rage.
That's so annoying.
So annoying. So I finally get to the chapel. I'm sweating because I'm walking uphill. I'm hot. I'm so full. And I sit down, and there's all these people sitting against the same side of the wall, and the music's going to be going on soon. And I say to the staff, I said, I'm really full. I know I paid for this already, but can I just have the wine tasting and like not have the food and like kind of get a refund for the food? No, you have to have the food. I was like,
Oh my God.
so
They force fed you?
well, I mean, I guess I could have just like not eaten it, but I can't do that with food. I can't waste food. So I tried my best. I was like, ow. I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
I was sweating. I felt like really kind of sick.
And then did you meet a man after that?
Yes, this guy was sitting right beside me. This
Hello.
Italian guy in a white turtleneck.
Is that good?
No, it's horrible.
Was it hot?
No, like was the temperature
No,
In my
hot?
yeah.
mind, I'm imagining Antonio Banderas, and I'm thinking, hey.
He's Spanish.
Oh.
But like very Euro. Because I saw this
Yeah.
man in a white turtleneck and I was like, ugh. And then like he's like about my age. And then I heard him talking to a Belgian couple beside him, and I pieced together, okay, he's Italian. And then he was kind of like chatting with me a bit, and he goes, join our conversation.
Oh, God.
And I was like, okay.
I'm full.
Chris, that's exactly what I wanted to say. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm okay by here by myself, but okay. He's sitting right beside me. Like, you know when you're sat so close to somebody that you're basically at their table?
Yeah.
It was like this tiny little chapel. And I said to him, like, are you hot in here? I am so hot in here. He said, no, I'm not hot. And then we're chatting. And he's sort of nagging me too. He's like, you don't look like you're from a big city. You're wearing flat shoes.
Oh,
I was like, I just walked 30 minutes up a cobblestone hill.
God, it's crazy how everyone across the whole world has read the game.
That's exactly true. And so he's kind of nagging me and flirting with me, and we're kind of have this combative thing, and he's wearing this white turtleneck. Anyway, and I'm still so hot and sweaty. And then we go outside to smoke. He's like, come for a cigarette. And I'm and then by the way, the wine they're pouring this wine. Vino Verde, like huge glasses of wine. I go out for a drink or a smoke with him. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so good to be outside. It's so hot in there. How are you not boiling in your turtleneck? And he's like, I'm not hot. I'm like, I'm hot. And he's like, what? Are you on your period?
No. What is this wrong with this fool?
And I said, actually, yeah, I am on my period.
And then he stopped talking to you?
No. Then he said, I knew it.
Oh,
And I was like,
Oh
what?
my God.
And I
Imagine
said,
he goes, well, we could do other stuff.
But I said, no, you didn't know. He goes, I knew.
Oh,
And I said,
hate
how did
that.
you know? And he goes, I don't want to say. And I said, say it.
Yeah,
now.
good for you.
I said, say it.
Good
How
for
did you
you.
know? And he's like, no, I can't say it. And then we were like arguing, and I said, say it. And he's like, nah. You came in, you sat down, I could smell it.
Jack,
No,
are
he
you
couldn't.
kidding me?
And that's what I said, Chris. I said, no, you couldn't.
Yeah.
That's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard. That's not true.
That's what
Why
Hannibal
would you say
Lecter
that?
would say.
And like,
Yeah.
isn't he kind of trying to flirt with you?
Yes, he isn't. And I
Is
said,
he
you
deranged?
couldn't. I said, you couldn't. And he goes, I couldn't. I could always. I could smell in high school when girls had. And I'm
Oh,
like, no,
he's
you
like
couldn't.
an X-Man.
Yeah, he was like kind of saying he has a superpower.
I
And
could smell the period.
It's a
Look out, Wolverine! A woman with a period is coming.
to messed up Mario. You know, like Mario
Yeah.
doesn't ride Yoshi because he knows he
Yeah.
can smell
Yeah.
Yoshi's on
It's
his
even
period.
more messed up than Wario.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Wario probably would do that. Oh my god!
So I'm like, you can't. And I said, but you can't even smell it because I have a tampon and it's not like I'm gushing blood out of my
Yeah.
body.
Of
He goes,
course.
I don't like smell. And then he said,
I smell blood.
yeah, well, that's what he, and then he said,
It's Dracula over here.
and then he said, I don't know why I said this. It's a suicide to say this.
That's
Yeah,
I
no
like
kidding.
that. I
And that
like him
made me
owning
laugh.
that
I know, that made me laugh. This
and
is the
calling it
problem.
suicide.
The guy was kind of making me laugh, so that's the problem.
So did
because-
you?
God.
Nothing.
Well, then we go back inside. There's more drinks. The fado music is playing, and fado music is really like intense and emotional and enchanting
Be
and
funny
it's
if-
overwrought.
If
with
he's like,
emotion.
sorry, I gotta leave you for a second, and he goes over to another table. Ma'am, I can smell your period. Come on, you know.
Too many periods in here. I have to
There's
go.
4 periods in this restaurant. I gotta get out of here.
What is this? Periods falling from the sky?
What is it? Period night?
Free period?
Sorry, Ed, for interrupting.
We're dumb.
But then, so
You
the
danced
wine
with
is
him.
flowing. The wine is flowing. The music
But
is
how's
on.
your stomach? Did you burp a bit? Did you
Oh,
digest
I
a
choked
bit?
down some supper and I still
Did
felt
you-
full.
Okay.
No, I still felt full and hot and gross.
This is I know the feeling. It's terrible. I haven't been on my period ever.
Yeah,
but if you guys know as my close pals, I have my stomach gets blasted so easily.
here.
And
It's-
it's
no,
just I hate that discomfort.
I'm
I just
either
go nuts.
starving or so full that I want to die. I don't have an in between.
Me too. It's like, yeah, if my stomach doesn't hurt, I'm like not full.
Like you're not satisfied.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I didn't feel ever like this on the trip. This was like another level of fullness and grossness. So then blah blah blah, drinking a lot of wine,
Yep.
in and out for cigarettes with this Italian kind of. And then he's like, kiss me. And I'm like, no.
I'm on my
but then I
period.
did end up giving him a kiss and whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
But
That's
then we're
nice.
outside smoking
He's
and
funny.
he's wanting to make out. He was making me laugh a bit, but there was like this flirtation where it was like a combative kind of negging and like, and I was like taking digs at him as well.
nice.
well,
course.
Yeah.
I was like, look at you in your, I was like making fun of his turtleneck.
What
and everything.
do you mind telling me? Because we're fashionistas, we talk about this stuff.
Yeah,
What quality was his turtleneck?
really good quality.
And what material?
It was probably like, if it wasn't cashmere, it was probably merino wool.
Jesus Christ.
Like, he didn't look bad. He just looked so European.
Yeah.
And he's not really my
He wasn't
type.
hot, he said.
He was like warm. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't warm. No, nobody was. I asked the Belgians if they were hot too, and they weren't. Like, I was the only one sweating. All right.
God damn it.
So we're like outside smoking and kind of making out, and this is where it took a turn. He has his hands are on my waist, and then he kind of has his hands like on my like stomach, and then he goes, "Oh, fat belly."
I can't believe this.
And I said, "What the did you just say? What? Fat belly?" I'm like, "You just calling me fat?" No, I didn't mean.
Does he have no inner monologue?
Well, that's what I said. I said to him that I said, "Do you have one of those issues where you don't have social cues?"
like, you met this autistic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I did ask
mean,
him that.
Yeah.
No
And he
offense
goes,
to
"No,
autistic people.
I'm not autistic." And I'm like, "Well, I wish you were because you just called me fat."
Yeah.
Is that problematic?
No, I mean, that's crazy.
That's where I left him.
Because I mean, somehow he's pulling off. I can smell your period. Like, I mean,
Somehow.
that's a Hail Mary.
That's your comment
That's
on
literally-
Jackie, by the way.
That's literally
Somehow.
no, but I just mean literally that
You're
probably-
kissing them.
No, I
the
don't mean
period
it.
smeller.
No,
No, but you're
I just
right,
mean
though. You're
somehow
right.
He's pulled that
He
off. He
somehow-
has some kind of charm.
It was a Hail Mary because even he said it himself that it was suicide.
and then he follows it up.
Suicide.
Yeah.
Fat belly.
Fat belly. And I was like, "Excuse me." He goes, "What? I didn't mean that you
Maybe
fat."
he meant it in a nice way.
Well, that's what he
Like,
tried to say,
the
but I
cushy,
couldn't.
cushiness is nice.
Well, he said, "I don't like a little skinny girl or whatever." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm out of here. I hate this."
Yeah, I don't care. Fuck.
Because my belly did feel so fat.
That's the thing. That's why, like, you guys know, as close pals, that my belly drives me to madness. And that's mostly what it is. It's the feeling, the discomfort.
Yes, I'm like not wanting.
I know
not being
exactly
able to
what it
sit
is.
Down.
Yeah.
So that was the only guy I really had an encounter with, and it was kind of a nightmare.
That's an amazing story. Incredible.
You have to get married to a woman who, when you ask if you're fat over and over again for 16 years, she sweats, cries, and insists no. That's what you need to find.
Is that where Kathleen is at? Is that
She's
what you're saying?
doing too much work on that in that department, I guarantee.
So it's like
No.
punching in her time clock. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta say, you don't look fat today.
Good morning, you're not fat. You want some coffee? You're not fat. My nickname around the house is "You're not fat."
Your girls are really getting a very unique gender
Yeah.
flip experience because usually
Yeah.
you grow up hearing your mom saying, "I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat."
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
they've got this really toned,
I'm an
mother.
incredibly,
and your dad
Yeah.
is saying that he's fat all the time.
yeah.
It's
I'm
kinda
an
nice.
incredibly feminine man, and Kathleen is incredibly masculine. She chops wood in the backyard.
Well, she did build your patio with flagstones. I saw her
She
lifting
did.
the flagstones.
Okay.
Okay,
She's like
you
a super
lifted
I
the
person.
lifted
flagstones.
the flagstones and
Okay.
carried them. But yeah, she did a lot. She does. She loves projects.
She is like a super person. It's always
I know.
like,
She loves
she's worked
projects.
her 10 jobs and she built this thing, and
Mhm.
she, you know, like, she's incredible.
Mhm.
Yes, I blame some of my vain narcissism on the career path we're all in.
Definitely.
Because I've heard casting agents say that about me like 1,000 times. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you go out for a job and like an audition, and like the men are like 3 times the size of you, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? Want a piece of cake?" And I'm like,
And wait,
I'm like you.
like these are the guys that are also up for the role you're up for.
That's
you're
what I'm saying. I've had that all my life.
And they are eating.
And it's
cake
fine
in
to
the-
be a bigger man, but it gives me a complex because I still think I have the possibility of being this handsome lead, which is hilarious.
First of all, you're
You were.
extremely handsome, and you are a handsome lead.
You were in a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but it's a joke movie where the guy is a
What do you want to
fool.
be in?
But you-
9.5 weeks too?
They're not going to. Which would be.
Wouldn't that be
18
that'd
and-
be no 19 weeks? 19 weeks. God damn, we were both trying to
God
figure
damn
it
it,
out
my
so
math
fast.
sucks. Chris,
What do you want to be in 19 weeks over here with Kim Basinger?
it's really funny that the other guys that you're up for the same roles of the audition
brought cake to the audition.
Brought cake.
Look, that is not a fat shaming joke. I just, it is my own insecurities. I do have a bit of a belly, obviously. I'm a party animal.
The idea of bringing cake anywhere is so
Yeah.
funny.
To an audition, you're about
Because,
to go
like,
in.
Cake is usually because it's an event where there's
Yeah, and they're like, Albert, you're next. And they're like, oh, darn it. And they have to hurry. They have to hurry to finish
It's not
it.
like a granola bar on the run or something.
Anyway, I'm just picturing like one of those really birthday cakes with a lot of
Yeah.
icing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
happy
crying.
birthday.
Oh, what? Me?
What do you mean? Why did we do?
You know what? The voice is really actually problematic.
Well, I can't even do this accent anymore. This is the point I wanted to make. This is the point. Fat scent. It's spelled now.
That's it.
No, but I am an overweight man. I'm overweight.
You're not. No
Well,
way.
anyways, so I can talk about my people.
Yeah, it's just like I can talk about fold ups. People get upset with me when I talk about fold ups.
Yes, I
What are
remember
fold-ups?
you did that bit right before I came on, but after you
Yeah.
the other night. It was really funny, and it was like I was like, wait, what do you? Even while I go on stage before I start performing, I'm like, what do you mean fold up? What is it again?
A
Yeah.
fold up is what I call a person who has like they might be tall. They could be 6'2". They could be 6'3", but their torso is way longer than their legs. So the joke that I'm
Yeah.
trying to do on stage is that people sometimes say to me, "Oh, hey, shorty, hey, runt, hey, what's the air like down there?" Meanwhile, they have
You're
the
perfectly-
same legs
symmetry.
as me. Yeah. And whereas I'm proportioned and they're
Yeah.
the same height sitting down as they are standing up.
Yeah, like if you measure Jackie starting from her fat belly up and or down, she's perfect.
Or if you like start measuring from my stinking period down to the ground.
You have to understand. I apologize. I'm a shark.
Or if for someone to
course.
say, "Duh,"
Yeah.
I agree.
not me.
Guys, before we get to our topic,
Okay.
I want you to know that we have a Patreon account at patreon.com/evilmen. And if you sign up for it, you get a bonus episode every week. We're going to do one with Jackie, and it'll probably be great.
I love a little bonus episode.
And you also get discounts to our live shows. And we actually have a live show coming up on April the 10th at Comedy Bar in Toronto. And if you are part of the Patreon, you can get access to a discount code on there. So please come to the live show as well, April 10th, 1 month. And those are always so fun. And also, if you're on the Patreon, you get to talk to us on the Discord, and everybody loves it. And we have such a fun, cool community there, and we love everybody on there.
Yes, thanks. Shout out this week to Dean for in the music Discord section for telling us about this Saskatoon band called Shooting Guns. And they're like this plodding psych rock kind of like awesome band, and they did the soundtrack for the Wolf Cop movies and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're really cool. Apparently they're not doing stuff together right now, but check out Shooting Guns, and thanks, Dean. That stuff's good.
Excellent, Chris. Jackie, you chose the topic this week.
I did. I'm fascinated.
You know what's funny? I'm on my laptop about to read the notes, and I just said excellent, Chris.
Uh-huh.
I just started typing excellent. I don't know why I did that.
It's the brain-body connection is very strong for you.
Yeah, it is. So who did you pick?
I picked the most crazy, psycho, megalomaniac, narcissist villain ever.
Okay, I'm
He
starting to get
is-
nervous here.
He is Stockton Rush, the CEO of Ocean Gate.
Brilliant.
Oh my god!
And once you
I was
suggested
glued to
it-
that story.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that's such a good one. How have we never done that?
I was
Great
surprised you
suggestion.
hadn't. Yeah.
We've definitely like talked about the incident for sure.
Yeah. If you don't know, he's the guy that had the submersible that exploded with those 3 or 4 billionaires in it a few years ago.
It exploded so bad that it imploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it imploded, and it imploded so quickly that everyone on board doesn't even know they're dead still.
Which is at least
true.
You know
kind
what
of
I mean?
kind of a good way to go, honestly. If you
It's
just
just like Not even. It's quicker than that
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel
And
bad?
they're minute. Like you're decimated to the point where you're not even like pieces. You're
Well,
like,
Yeah.
actually, isn't that a little bit debatable?
okay, let's go.
I thought that they found a piece.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they would find a piece, would they?
No, maybe they didn't find
Was
it.
it the X button on the PlayStation controller?
Controller.
It'd be cool if he played like Elden Ring on the way down.
Yeah, and that's
Like,
what
oh,
happened.
right, I got to steer.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, okay.
Did you guys feel
I
sort
meant-
of bad? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sweet man, but like when they died and everything, and online, it's like, haha, like I get it, kind of, and you know, I don't like billionaires, but then I watched the documentary. There's a Netflix documentary about this,
It's great.
and it showed like one of the guys, I think daughters, and how like, you know, or I don't know, like the people are joking so much about it. It
and
makes me
that
feel a
daughter
little
who
weird.
you're talking about, her dad is a really cool French badass
Yeah.
sea explorer and submersible
And he died?
genius. And Stockton Rush was like obsessed with him.
Yeah.
And kind of was like roping him on board. And he got like, you know, wrapped up in it.
Right.
I feel like we all weren't at our best as a species when we were making so much fun of them a
Yeah.
little bit.
I don't
Let's
feel
say
like we've been at our
disclaimer.
best for quite a while now.
Well, I'll tell you about Stockton.
Yes. And RIP, because we don't think it's funny that happened, but we think that Stockton is insane.
He's insane.
Yeah.
Definitely. So he was born in Stockton Rush. He was born in 1962 to a rich San Francisco family. He was actually a descendant of two signers of the Declaration of Independence.
Nepo baby.
Yeah, the most. Benjamin Rush and Richard Stockton. Never heard of him. So he grew up really rich, grew up with a fascination for exploration, raised by a grandfather who was an oil and shipping tycoon. Why did I say cartoon?
Who cares?
And
Like,
it was really hard
I
for him
like
because in
picturing
order
it.
to hang out with his grandpa, he had to have a ton of pages and flip them really, really quickly.
Yeah, it was kind of a Who Framed Roger Rabbit thing.
yeah,
A living cartoon.
yeah. Before he got imploded, he also got splatted and bonked and
And an anvil fell on him.
yeah,
And someone drew a hole and he fell into it.
yeah,
Well, anyway,
yeah.
Rush,
The
Stockton.
coyote was always trying to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like going through all the gags of Looney Tunes to try and keep up. Oh,
Well, Stockton Rush, he got interested in exploration and aviation and scuba diving. I guess if you're you're really rich, I guess feels like a lot of these explorer guys, they're rich, so they want to do something.
well, it's like me.
that.
You know, I grew up with a pretty like my family was doing all right in the 80s and 90s, and I, you know, I tried stuff like I got a baseball glove and a skateboard and a bike. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same.
Yeah, like exploring on those things, exploring down to the Max Milk. And
Yes, I explored Becker's. I explored Jug City.
Explored yourself a little too much.
Excuse me. I knew that was you in my basement window.
Well, old Stockton, he graduated from Princeton University in 1984. He was smart. He got a degree in aerospace engineering. And he wanted to be a fighter pilot, but he couldn't due to poor eyesight.
Yep, it was his eyes. And then he was like, oh, I can't go up into the sky? Fine. I'll go down toward the center of the earth in the ocean.
Where I don't need to see anything.
Yeah.
Ding. I just picture like this tub like bouncing on the bottom of the ocean. And he's like, I think I'm done.
Well, he went to business school and he worked in aerospace, and before shifting his ambitions to deep sea exploration in his 40s. It's around our age. He started wanting to explore the deep
God.
sea.
You can switch careers whenever you want.
So he described himself as a daredevil inventor, prioritized innovation over traditional safety protocols, which he viewed as like a stifling thing. In one interview, he said safety could be pure waste if one sought absolute security, and he admitted to breaking the rules in his designs.
He was like an edgelord.
Yeah. In the documentary, all his employees are like, he was insane. He broke every rule. He
Yes.
didn't care about safety at all. I
And-
mean, it's the most predictable thing. It's crazy.
Excuse me. He was such a nerd in that way. Like, I think he idolized that same spirit of Silicon Valley where it's like, we're disruptors, we're
Yeah.
renegades, we're going around the protocols, like we don't care. But the stakes in Silicon Valley are what? Lost investments. Whereas the stakes in this are millions of tons of pressure from water
Yeah.
imploding you.
Yeah, totally. I think you're totally right. He was, because in the documentary they were talking about how he is smart, but he was like very cocky, very confident, very assertive. He knows what he's doing.
And he was good looking as well, which
Yeah.
I hate.
Yep.
Was he? I don't remember what
thick-headed,
he looked like.
He was good
silvery
looking.
hair, blue eyes, like
Yep.
a wolf kind of looking.
You trust him. You
Ooh.
would like look at him and be like, I guess I trust him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in 2009, he co-founded Ocean Gate
Uh-oh.
with Guillermo
Never call something
Sondland.
gate at the end.
Yes,
It
it's
never
true.
ends well.
Point. That's a great
Pizza
point.
gate, water gate.
Yeah, it's all
Ocean Gate.
bad.
Yeah, true. And the idea of Ocean Gate was to,
Lions Gate.
sell tourism and expedition things
sea?
in the sea. Yeah. And
Democratize the ocean.
yeah. Yeah, and he really believed like they were saying like if there's an island and no one's there and you can get to it on your submersible, that's yours now. Like he really believed in like let's do our
Bring
own
back-
thing down there.
Bring back planting a flag.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. So he bought these older submersibles, including ones built in like the 70s, and
Ooh.
he kind of refitted it to try to make a new submersible. He made one into what he called the Cyclops 1. And
I'm picturing Life Aquatic here.
Yes,
Me
because it is like with
too.
just
Those
that
ones are
one
cool.
window with everyone in it.
yeah,
I love it.
Oh my god, but that's the idea of him getting these junker old 70s
Yeah.
submersibles reminds me of my dad with his like MG all torn apart in the garage.
Did he ever get it going?
Well, we had it when we were kids, but then he started messing around with it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really pristine when we were kids, but then he was like Stockton rushed it and was like tinkering with it.
Was it the convertible?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
MGB,
love those.
1979.
Damn.
It was so
I can
cool.
picture it.
But it was a British racing green with a tan interior, and then he changed it to red with a black interior, and my mom was so upset.
Yeah, that's like checkers all of a sudden.
My mom was not happy. It's very Italian of him to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell?
so he wants to like find like famous shipwreck sites, obviously, to generate media buzz. So in 2016 in the Cyclops 1, he did a dive to the Andrea Doria, which I had never heard of before.
Oh, wasn't somebody on? There was a character on Seinfeld who was an Andrea Doria survivor. Do you remember that?
No,
And
that's
like everyone was like, "You have to like be nice to him. He's an Andrea Doria survivor." I think George was saddled with him. Do you remember this, Michael?
Yeah, I can't remember the specifics, but I remember that.
But
from
he was a
Seinfeld.
burden on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
anyway.
really funny.
Like he's using his goodwill to the limit.
Yeah.
Eventually he makes the Titan submersible, originally named Cyclops 2, which was his boldest innovation. It's designed for 5 people, a pilot, a guide, and 3 passengers. It was 6.7 meters long, weighed 10,000 kilograms, and featured this cylindrical hull made from carbon fiber.
Oh no, that's the problem.
Yes. This had like never happened before. The industry standard is it's supposed to be titanium hulls. And that's what you're supposed to use in deep sea subs. But they were trying carbon fiber because it's lighter weight, allows for a larger interior and easier transport. But experts were warning him like, we don't know. Like under extreme pressure, that's very unproven. It's prone to layers separating. It's prone to voids, wrinkles, buckling. Like he was absolutely warned. If you're going to make this new thing with carbon fiber, we don't really know that will work.
Yes, and it's not going to get approved by outside bodies like boards that are supposed to oversee and approve your vessel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, he's above that.
Yeah.
And he like reduced the hull thickness against a study that recommended it be 7 inches, and he made it down to 5 just to cut costs.
How come he doesn't have fear about his own
It's
Yeah.
really interesting.
mortality?
That's the megalomania, I think, where you think like you have these delusions of like immortality
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah.
No fear.
Not me. Yeah.
Not me either. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And like you said, like we joked about him, how the steering was literally with a Logitech F710 game controller, which is basically a PlayStation 3 controller.
A knockoff PlayStation 3
Yeah,
controller.
not even a real one.
Logitech.
It's from like Chinatown.
He got it at Canada Computers. Isn't that crazy? Like, oh my God.
Nice shout out.
So crazy. And he thinned it out too. So they're like, this material is not stable or proven. I know. Let me shave off a couple layers of it too.
Yeah.
And for what?
And you know
So
what?
it's lighter that he can bring it down to the Bahamas or wherever.
I don't care what they say. I'm putting a screen door in.
And yeah, like, so at the workplace at Ocean Gate, it was super toxic because everybody working there is like, I don't think this is safe. And he was warned all the time. He repeatedly ignored it. In 2018, over 30 industry experts, including deep sea pioneer Don Walsh, signed a Marine Technology Society letter expressing unanimous concern about his experimental approach and urging him to adhere to the standards. One veteran expedition leader named Rob McCallum withdrew from Ocean Gate after Rush refused classification and emphasized that he wanted hardwired controls over wireless. A Boeing engineer named Mark Negley flagged all these failure risks, and he was like upset. This guy, David Lockridge, was a director of marine operations and a pilot. He inspected the hull and documented all these defects, porosity, corrosion, flammable materials.
It's a lemon.
Yeah, like the viewport's inadequate.
Good God.
And he recommended like do a full scan before dives, but Stockton dismissed the report in a heated meeting and fired him.
Why don't you just get the mob to throw you into the ocean in a burlap sack?
With concrete, with cinder blocks tied to your feet.
Yeah. Wish me luck.
And
as you fly off the pier.
So it was a toxic environment
Yeah.
of you can't say anything to. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes.
and this guy
I hate that.
Lockridge,
There's a whole regime destroying the planet right now that's in that situation.
yes, Stockton rush coated.
Yeah. But they won't implode like he did.
well, this guy Lockridge, at least credit to him, he was like, he filed a whistleblower complaint with the OSHA. I don't know what that stands for, but you can imagine.
Let's guess.
Ocean-
OSHA, Ocean Society.
HA.
Home away.
Ocean Society.
High association.
I've got the
yeah.
answer. Monjo, you've got it too?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let us know, Monjo.
We got occupational.
Oh,
Can you guess the next word?
C.
S is the next letter. Oh, C.
C.
No. Safety.
Occupational Safety and Hazard.
Association.
Oh, it's so close. Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
Oh, shut.
No, that
Yeah.
A means association. These guys don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So it has nothing to
So
do with the ocean, but
It
it's
doesn't, but
it's
just general workplace, like this
well-being,
is not
yeah.
okay. So this guy files a complaint. He says it's not safe to dive. It's a lemon, like you said. But like they got into this legal battle and eventually he withdrew his stuff.
Like the whistleblower was
Yeah.
like, never mind.
Yeah, because it was just too difficult with Stockton. And Stockton, he centralizes control of as CEO of the company.
That's the thing. A rich person can destroy you in court too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, you know what
He
I
was
mean?
firing everybody and like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that it's not
Mhm.
safe.
They can
Like,
pay for the truth to be bent
Yes.
to their will.
They literally crush you.
and
man.
so now Stockton, he's like the CEO. He's the de facto safety officer. He's
Oh,
the
no.
chief pilot. He did
Yeah.
not
And
have.
then they also create roles for themselves
yeah.
Yeah.
that they have to answer to.
I have a huge meeting today.
Yeah.
And it's just him in a boardroom and he's everyone.
Yeah. Welcome to the Board of Peace.
He puts on a mustache. Talk to himself. Yeah, like so he's the pilot. He did not have proper credentials to pilot a submersible. He overrode engineering concerns. He reduced dome bolts from 18 to 4 for
Even
efficiency.
I know you don't reduce dome bolts.
But like so the bolts were shorter.
I
than
think
they
he made.
supposed to
I think
be?
there are fewer. There was 18
Oh.
bolts, and he took 14 out of there.
Oh my God!
What
like,
the hell
what a
does this guy need to save
cheapskate.
money
Yeah,
for?
exactly.
This is the crazy part.
This reminds me of my grandpa that owned a few apartment buildings around Guelph,
Yeah.
and I lived in one of them. He was just skimping on bolts.
Grandpa. Like, what do you can't take it with you. You know that expression?
Yeah, exactly. Stockton Rush is like the slumlord of the
Seas.
ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slumlord of his own safety.
Yes, it's so
Dumb.
dumb.
Here's another one. When they would dive the ship, they would hear a big crackling noise, and he would downplay it and be like, that's normal, and it's not.
Yes.
That's a fire.
And that was the interesting part to me is how they measure the safety through its sonic. So the only way they can tell if it's safe or not once it's under the water is listening to it.
Wow.
So they would have this sine wave graph, and then they would be seeing these spikes of like sound. And they're like, oh God, if that gets to like a certain decibel, that indicates that that's like a significant compromise in the hull if it like is making these popping sounds.
Whoa.
And then so they would measure the decibels in there. And then one of them, I think one of these tests was so loud that everyone's like, you absolutely can't go back in it. Like that's as loud as it can possibly get without imploding.
Ugh, God,
And
that's
he's like,
freaky, man.
la 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 la.
Yeah.
I'm not listening.
I'm a handsome rich guy.
Yeah.
No one says I can't do anything.
Yeah, no one ever told him in his life.
Mhm.
One more little factoid that I remember is because he was kind of obsessed with the Titanic, right?
Yes.
His wife, you know how he came from people who signed the Declaration? Her ancestors, 2 of them died on the Titanic.
Oh my God. Wow. I didn't
Whoa.
know
Yeah.
that.
If your
Wait.
relatives died on the Titanic, you might be a redneck.
Yeah. Do you actually love me, or do you love my dead relatives from the Titanic?
I think that might just be a rumor, but apparently she had ancestors on the Titanic.
So obviously, historically, an historically obsessed person with the Titanic, clearly it's a fascinating tale and it's legendary, and to see the actual sunken ship would be, incredible just for that purpose. But do you think a lot of these people that are dying to get there are also like maybe treasure hunters or something?
Wait, you think that they want to steal like the heart of the ocean and stuff from the Titanic?
Yeah, like there's got to be a bigger.
But you can't like reach out and grab stuff off of it.
But you will get a submarine with little claw arms soon.
Yeah, but they rig those things. They make you feel like you're able to get the prize, but you can't actually.
I know you always drop it right when you're at the top of the ocean.
You guys have seen that? I think it's Bill Paxton told the story on Conan or something.
Oh
that-
my God, the LSD?
Oh, I don't know, but
Oh yeah, I heard
he
that
went
one.
The
down
PCP?
he went down in a submarine to look at the Titanic with James Cameron.
Right.
And then when they're like, "Wow, this is the most beautiful, incredible thing ever," and then they get back up to the ground, and then they're like, "Oh," and then they just learned 9/11 happened.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yes, I did.
it's
hear
sort of
that
a wild story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You can look up.
Imagine going into the ocean, minding your own business, and you come
Yeah.
out of the ocean, and the Twin Towers are gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like every time I even swim at an all-inclusive resort, things are different.
You
when
come
I
up
come
and you
back
ask
up.
about every skyscraper.
Yeah.
If it's okay.
How we doing?
Bill Paxton has so many good stories, like from that set to like,
Not
the
anymore.
PCP. Well, RIP. But the PCP and the clam chowder.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like somebody on the set of Titanic spiked clam chowder, which is so funny that it was clam chowder.
Yeah, that's disgusting to think of tripping with clam chowder in,
in
your
your
stomach.
belly. Ew,
Yeah.
yes. And everyone had to go to the hospital because everyone was like
No way.
dosed on PCP.
Yeah.
It was like the
Weird.
craft truck food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Bill Paxton was in like he didn't star as much in movies, but all his roles were like the coolest roles ever.
The coolest. Do you remember
He
his
was
role in True
great.
Lies where he was like
Yes!
pretending to be the FBI
She's got an
agent?
ass like a 10-year-old boy. I always think of that line. Like, oh, I hate that.
Yeah, James Cameron used him in everything.
Yeah.
Aliens,
Yeah.
Terminator. He's the punk at the very beginning when they see Arnold without his clothes on. They're like, "What happened to your clothes, man?"
Oh
Bud?"
my
or,
God.
Or nice night for a walk.
Is
with
that Bill
Bud.
Paxton?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I gotta see that again to see Bill Paxton.
yeah.
I forgot
He was
that's
the
him.
best.
And in-
Twisters?
and in Aliens-
Kind of a dumb movie, but he's good.
Aliens when he's like, "Game over, man."
Yeah.
Game over, man.
But also Weird Science. He's Chet, the
Yeah.
brother that gets turned into a giant piece of shit.
Yeah.
What? I've actually never seen Weird Science.
It's great.
You should see it.
But it's not all about big boobs and a girl.
She isn't technically that busty, I think.
Is that Kathy Ireland?
No, but I do remember
Kelly
her.
Brock.
Kelly Brock.
Yeah.
She was in the movies with Gene Wilder too, as sort of this babe.
Oh, Lady in Red.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Gene Wilder, like like R.I.P. Clearly a legend. I would posit that, his most legendary stuff was with Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kind of,
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles. Then he kind of, producers, obviously. Then he kind of separated in the 80s and went his own way. And, movies got more and more mid that he was in without Mel Brooks. But here's something that people don't mention because we all revere Gene Wilder so much. The older he got, and I'm not one to talk, his hair got fucking weird, eh?
What, it got really gold?
It was like this gold, wispy, curly baby doll's hair.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a troll.
Nobody talks
Like the
about that
troll
because we
toy.
love him, but that's a thing.
But his hair,
You're right.
yes.
I'm being very superficial today.
You know what? He was so hot in Young Frankenstein. And I've been
What?
seeing a lot of, at that age, not in that movie, but
what
just
about Terry Garr?
Exactly. Him and Terry Garr together. What an iconic duo. And I love seeing like the bloopers from that movie. Like they're always cracking up and Terry Garr's always like kind of hiding behind him laughing
No
and like
way.
hiding her face laughing behind him. It's just what a nice couple people.
It's one of Kathleen's favorites all time, and now I get it because she's. Yeah, and now people were saying the Bear star looks like him.
He
kinda.
does have a Gene
does a
Wilder
little
look.
And
bit.
girls love that guy too.
Yeah.
But at least Gene Wilder, it's like that. I feel like a lot of it is his vibe and personality. The guy from The Bear is just shredded.
Well, you know what? I'm not a big fan of The
Right.
Bear because I think it's got really, really dumb.
Me too.
But there's a movie called The Rental that he did before The Bear, and it's
I
like
remember
a
that.
thriller. It's so good.
With
and
the
he's
hot
so good
tub
in
and
it.
the cameras and everything.
Yes, Chris.
Yes, yes.
It's a sick thriller, and he's really good in it.
It's bizarre.
I watched
yeah.
the over Christmas. Weirdly, I watched like a Christmas episode of The Bear, and it's literally like this. It's like, Ma, or no, it's like, can someone put a pot on the stove? Ma, I put the pot on the stove. Okay, is that what you want, Ma? Is that what you want? Yeah, somebody put the fucking pot on the fucking stove. It's like they're yelling
That's
about.
what made me not get
nothing.
into it ever.
It's
You-
like you're talking about putting the pot on the stove.
I know, and it's always like we got all these orders for this and that, and it's steak sandwich and this and that. You started a restaurant. What did you expect? What did you expect? You
I
didn't expect
know.
people to order food?
It's ridiculous. I watched maybe 3 episodes tops, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't need you guys to yell all the time, especially
like
with
the
this
cousin.
dynamic of being like, I'm yelling because I love you. Don't you understand? Like that kind of bullshit. You're like, yeah.
I do like the guy who plays the cousin.
Yeah,
it's
there's
pretty
good
incredible.
characters.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
good
great
character. It's a
actor.
good. There's
Yeah.
good stories.
Yeah.
I do. I'm only liking.
He's
season
in
2.
that first half of the, what's that one? That spy thriller, Cold War Star Wars show. He's in that,
Andor?
right? Yeah.
Is he?
He's also in Gales.
Like in the, remember
Oh.
the.
Are you
you've
talking about
seen-
the cousin?
Yeah, isn't he the tall guy?
Yeah, the guy that has the child that's getting a divorce.
I can't imagine his Chicago accent in
Yeah.
Andor.
So you saw
Obi-Wan,
Andor though. You
Obi-Wan.
loved Andor, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
Remember the heist part, like in the first,
Yeah.
quarter of the first season of Andor?
Yeah, I think so.
He's one of the guys there, but he doesn't make it after the heist. You know, a bunch of them get
I forget that.
killed. Yeah.
Yeah, and he marries Marnie in one of the later seasons of Gales.
Yeah, that's right. And he's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, he's nuts in it. He's good at playing crazy.
So him and Adam Driver come from Girls, and they're like mega stars.
True.
I don't know about Adam Driver.
What's he up to? Where did
I
he go?
just saw him in Jim Jarmusch's latest film called Father, Mother, Brother, Sister.
Okay.
Jeez, whole gambit.
I know everyone's there except for the cousins, to be honest.
Well, I guess I should finish up.
Yeah, what
that was a
happens
great
Before we
tangent,
implode.
though. That was a great
Yeah,
tangent.
I
My
know.
phone just vibrated
Oh
right
my-
under my butt.
Oh, it's the
Okay,
Italian man.
Well,
I smell you.
Texting from
He's got a
across the
smell app.
ocean.
well, I'll just say that that was a great tangent, though.
We love
I
movies.
love
But yeah, we
it.
love Bill Paxton, Gene
Fun to
Wilder.
talk about the movies and celebrities.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just deep cut. I also think is attractive. Madeline Kahn from that era.
Oh yeah, sure.
Why can't I think of who that is?
She's the one that always talks with a, sort of a lisp and an accent, and
But is she also from? hold
she's
on.
like she's funny. She's not necessarily
Oh yeah.
a sensational babe, but she's foxy because she's pretty and funny.
You know what's funny, Chris? She, in her very young years, is not unlike your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
well,
the same
Catholic.
type.
She's a big fan of Malin Khan too.
But like even looks wise, like that same pretty girl face.
I know a guy that
Aw.
you probably found hot,
That's nice.
Jackie.
Who?
Looking at these guys from these old movies.
I'm all ears.
Marty Feldman.
Oh,
Stop
I'm
it.
showing her a picture of Marty
R.I.P.
Feldman.
He was a genius.
Yeah, the guy had crazy eyes. Okay, back to Stockton Rush. Okay, so
Why? Oh, do we have to?
yes.
Are we there yet?
Oh my God.
Are we at the implosion yet?
We're very near it.
sorry, I'm just scrolling pictures of Marty Feldman.
He's the best.
And look, if he could make me
I
laugh,
think
which he
he's the
obviously
best.
could, he could get it.
100%. I will show you guys a documentary for the.
A documentary
BBC.
of him having sex with girls. Just a documentary of Marty Feldman being able to have
Yeah,
sex.
ex-hamster shows documentaries, right? That's what those are?
Well, Manja laughed at that
Ex-hamster?
one.
It's a boy thing.
Ew, you can't be
Look
looking
how
at that.
Manjo's laughing.
I don't know why it's called that.
It's
Me
that's
neither.
a terrible. For whatever you're describing, it's a terrible name.
Maybe it's a joke on the Richard Gere thing.
That's a gerbil, and that's actually you are misrodenting.
It's been
Hamsters.
a gerbil the whole time.
Yeah,
Well, which one's bigger?
gerbil.
Oh, okay. Then good work, Richard. Well, yeah. What kind of gear are you interested in, Richard? A gerbil.
That's a terrible rumor. Actually, you know what? You guys should do an episode about that whole thing.
Yeah,
That's probably why
it's a
he
great
became a
idea.
Buddhist. He was like, I need peace.
Yes.
I'm
I like-
going nuts.
I like the
Yeah.
idea of episodes. They don't have to just even be about a guy. They can be about a thing that happens.
Scandal.
You know, I know it's a little,
Yeah.
but it's kind of
Well, the
interesting.
gerbil
there
could be the
is-
evil man.
There is
Yes.
an evil.
Because he
no,
wants ass.
The gerbil is innocent.
He wants to live in an
that.
ass.
Richard Gere's ass
He's
is
evil
the-
because he wants to live in an ass.
Like it's
That
like
would
his
be an
rank
evil
But now I
gerbil.
feel like I'm people that want to live in an ass who have that
Yeah,
sort of
that's
idea.
rude to them.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I do find that idea terrifying of an animal desperately trying to get inside my butt.
Oh my god, that
I
would be
hate
horrible.
that.
Well,
a bug or an animal? Ugh.
that's
Oh
so
my
funny that you
God,
say
I
that
know.
because
In my
there was
mouth.
there was a centipede in my house,
Ugh.
and my first reaction was like when I was living with my husband,
Do
I was
not
like,
go in my ass.
and I went, get it. And then my husband looked at me and he goes, what are you doing? And I was standing with my like hands cupped over my privates as if like, and he was like, what do you think it's going to do? But it's that visceral reaction of like, you like just to protect yourself.
You know what that is? That is your innate defense mechanisms from when we were all naked creatures living under a tree.
You're right. And a centipede would.
Would go
Oh,
in your ass,
they're repulsive.
take over your brain, and make you crawl around the floor.
Oh, there's something so repulsive.
I mean, it
hate
wasn't even a floor back then.
I hate it when people have tapeworms and all that stuff. I hate the idea of, of a little
Oh
disgusting
my
parasite.
god,
creature.
we're insulting
living
so
in-
many people. If you have
living
a
inside of
tapeworm,
me.
we don't mean it personally.
You're right.
Yeah,
I
I
had
know,
a parasite.
Oh.
Technically, I had scabies,
Oh.
which are little like wormy bugs living on your skin.
I guess there
Yo.
are billions of little bugs on
What?
us.
Yeah, I had scabies once.
When?
In 20 you don't
No.
even want to know 2016
Leave it at that.
Where the?
sorry 2017
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So how'd you get rid of it?
because I was like I have a rash. I'm like,
Chemo
what
or
What
something?
the hell is this rash? No, but almost like not chemo, but like
You put yourself
I had
in a
this
giant
rash, and I found
microwave?
out from the dermatologist it was scabies, which you get from someone else.
Oh, God.
And you have to put this chemical on. First of all, you have to put your mattress against the wall, strip your sheets, put your mattress against the wall. Basically, don't touch your sheets for days and days and days and wash them and don't touch them for days. Sleep on the floor and cover your body for like 5 nights in a row with this. Essentially, it is a pesticide. It's
Can you get it from a cat?
No, I got it from a person.
Tell us
You'll have
later.
to tell us off air.
One more digression and then we're off.
Okay, promise.
Then we're going into the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was like 19 or something, we went all the way out to Lennoxville, Quebec, to party with a friend who was at Bishop's, I think, university at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're staying there for the weekend. It was really fun. And of course, I got really high, really drunk, and we're partying in this my friend's new friend's apartment. And it's crowded with people. And this one girl who was pretty was like flirting with me, and I'm like, all right, thinking,
Yeah.
great little trip. And then, yeah, someone took me aside and was like, do not get with that girl. She has scabies. And then that fucked me up. And then she was still being flirty with me.
I like the
But
impression. It
Yeah,
sounds like,
do
do
not-
not get with that girl.
Yeah.
Why does this girl have scabies and not do
Yeah,
anything
that's how they
about
talk
it?
in Lennoxville, Quebec. Now let me tell you something. You come over here. But she was still flirting with me for a bit that night, and I had to like cut off my vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like you had to turn cold.
When you know when someone's flirting with you, and all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah, actually,
that's
I had
interesting.
a
Well, what
guy-
are those guys doing over there?
I had a guy flirting with me recently, and somebody warned me and said, "Don't engage with him because he's a dirtball." And I was
Well,
like,
that-
and then I had to turn it off like a tap.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, I'm glad they helped you.
It's so nice when people help you. I
Yes.
thought I was immune to scabies because my roommate had scabies in 2010, and her drummer boyfriend who had been on tour brought scabies into our house, and they both had scabies, and she was always using my towel
Oh.
without
Yeah.
telling me, and I didn't get scabies.
That's a dumb thing
But
to
then
do.
I got scabies later on. It was like the final destination of scabies because I eventually got it years late, 7 years later.
Same
from
drummer
someone
or different drummer?
else. Oh, different drummer.
I knew it. You and your party
but it
animal
wasn't-
roommates with all these drummers all the time. You're gonna get scabies.
Oh gosh.
Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go to the
I'm
ocean.
sorry.
Well, we'll
Oh,
just.
what? I don't mind that I got scabies.
Well, I'm glad that you don't have it anymore.
Oh, thank
You've
God,
had
me too.
scabies. You've had salmonella.
But salmonella. What else have I had?
Hey, okay, you know what? I'll make you feel okay. When I was 9 or 10, 9, I think, I came home from camp with lice.
Oh, see, I never had lice.
I had lice. I had bugs on my fucking head.
That's common.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
as-
actually pedestrian.
Yeah, a lot
Come
of
talk
kids
to me
get
when
lice.
you've got creepy crawlies crawling in your skin.
Oh my god. Well, I feel like that all the time, but that's something else.
Well, let me just sum up Stockton here, just so nobody's listening blue balls here, wondering when we're going to finish this. I'll just wrap it up. I'll wrap it up. But
Okay.
Basically, long story short, okay?
Yeah.
I do want to say, and shout out to Mike MB.
Yeah.
But if he was here right now, we would have crossed the line with him.
Why? What have you
This
done?
is too much of digressing.
What do you have said? Enough. Like,
No,
what do
he
you
never.
mean? How do you
he'd
cross the
spank
line?
us.
He never yells. He's just professional, so he tries to keep
And
us
he goes and
on
he keeps us online.
task.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's what James is trying to do.
James is
Yeah.
trying, but he's easier to overpower him. We don't feel as scared. James included.
It's like you're not as scared like when your mom yells.
I'm the
It's
substitute
just
teacher.
sort of your
Sort
dad.
of.
I'm like the substitute
offense.
teacher, so the kids can kind of mess around, and I go, well, whatever.
What's happening with Stockton?
Okay, what's going on with Stockton?
Stockton Rush.
Okay. Long story short, everybody at his work, they're getting intimidated. Dissenters are fired or threatened. It's a culture of secrecy, high turnover. Rush made a comment to somebody that he could buy a congressman to bypass rules. So like somebody left the company then, like, I can't, what is he
Right.
fucking doing?
You got a congressman in your pocket.
He misrepresented Titan as indestructible and exaggerated the safety margins. He pressured passengers to sign waivers acknowledging that it was, acknowledging that this was experimental and there are risks. So he stores the submersible outside basically in
yeah.
Newfoundland, and it's totally fucking it's exposed to a freeze thaw cycles and moisture, which totally fucks it up. You're
It
not supposed to
basically
do
You
that.
didn't even put a blue tarp over it?
No, he literally didn't.
It becomes a big pothole, really.
Yeah.
That's how potholes are formed.
Right. So
He would just throw salt on it every few weeks.
basically, he wants to do the Titanic. He wants to go check out the Titanic.
Let's go.
That's a big thing, right?
Get in.
And he's charging people like $250,000 a seat to go check it out.
Wow.
He
Not
that-
lists
that's not that
passengers
crazy.
as emission specialists to skirt regulations. So it's not that they're customers; they're mission specialists to like skirt.
Oh, yes.
another
And everyone
thing.
has their little job. You're the mission specialist that makes the tea. You pack everyone's water bottles.
Yes. So yeah, it's not inspected, stored improperly. Finally, it's the fatal 2023 expedition. Leaves St. John's, Newfoundland. And
Love St. John's.
yeah, never
Super
been.
fun
Always
town.
want to go. Anyway, they go. There's the French Titanic expert Paul-Henri Nargiolet, who you mentioned, who was like a nice guy, and it's actually it's pretty horrible. You're killing this interesting, nice guy.
Yes.
There's a British billionaire named Hamish Harding, a Pakistani British businessman named Shahzada Dawood, and his 19-year-old son who was afraid to go on it. Oh,
I
it's
hate
actually
that.
very
one
tragic.
that kills me.
Sincerely
the
tragic.
most.
Yeah, and I can't imagine being the mother. I would be
Oh.
furious of him bringing him
awful.
in the first place.
Yeah, it's really horrible.
I guarantee. Man, what's wrong? I had this coffee and it's just killing my throat. Sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
I guarantee she's still beside herself to this day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What
for
in the
sure.
fuck?
You'd have so many
Yeah.
like emotions that have nowhere to go. But mine would be like anger.
Yeah, you'd just be shaking your fist at the sky.
Yeah. Well,
for
I would be
infinity.
shaking it at the ocean, but
I wouldn't even look at the damn ocean. I would give the ocean the silent treatment.
Long
Do
story
you hear
sh-
something? Must be the wind every time the ocean waves crash against the rocks.
it's very sad.
What you saying, James?
long story short, it implodes. And there's a video of his wife. You know, she's like, "What's that noise?"
What?
She's
I'm not
listening.
laughing. Okay,
She's
sorry.
listening in the thing. She goes, "What's that noise?" There's video of her hearing
Yes,
like
they hear a
Oh
pop.
fuck!
It
Like
is a
the
pop.
mom.
no,
No, like the wife
Stockton's
of Stockton.
wife.
Because she's like a mission control.
Yeah.
And they're in
Oh
another,
my
they're in
god!
another vessel.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Aren't they in underwater in a vessel as well?
Oh,
Or at least in a
I didn't
boat.
think so. Oh, maybe they're in a boat.
And they're listening on the comms, and they're monitoring all those bad noises that they're supposed to be monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you can hear it on the recording, you can watch it, and you just hear this like,
It's like a
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when someone disappears in a cartoon.
yep, crazy.
Yeah, that's it. And they're just like basically the size of pieces of krill that a whale would eat.
Yes.
Or what were you saying? You said they found a chunk of guy?
I don't know. I thought that I saw something about there people kind of underestimated the amount of matter that could be discovered if they looked hard enough, but I don't know.
They couldn't find it because the the ocean current had taken everything. You know, it was just so vicious and so fast and so.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
how would you track
They didn't
it
even know
down?
where to search for them because of the current.
Exactly.
If they
Well-
found an eyeball with a little top hat on it, well, that's the Residents logo from their album.
Well, we just have a short time left, folks. So why don't we bring out and guys, we're gonna give Stockton Rush an evilometer score from 1 to 10. 10 being most evil, 1 being least evil.
Okay. Who goes first?
Let's just say he's fully a murderer at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
I'm giving him an 8 because he
I
took
like
all
that.
these people with families, innocent people who were probably browbeaten, steamrolled over by him. And he skirted all these issues knowingly.
Yeah.
All these safety hazards and issues. And so, you know what? He's an 8, man. He took people in a dangerous thing knowingly and had them instantly murdered.
I really like that score. I'm going 7.1 because you can't have a million people be like, "Oh, you're gonna kill everybody." Yeah. And then it happens.
Yeah.
So I think he is bad.
I think he's really bad. I think his ego was so out of control and unstoppable that he took a lot of people with him. And it's crazy that he died too. The fact that he died like makes you want to soften on him a bit, but you're like, wait a minute, no.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Even
you
for your
gotta
own
think-
family,
Yeah.
you fuck them over.
Exactly.
He has the same version of malignant narcissism, it's called,
Mm-hmm.
that some people have right now that are absolutely destroying the way our planet
The whole
works.
world. And he would have kept going too if he could have. He eventually would have killed someone
You're
anyway.
right.
So
You're
I
right.
give him also an 8.1 because he did it as a Nepo baby.
Oh shit.
Jackie, before we go, thank you so much for joining us. You're the best. We love having you here. Anything you want to mention?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. But you can check out my album that I released in November.
Yep.
I don't know if I've plugged that on here before, maybe, but it's called
Fireflies.
Fireflies.
Yes.
And that's everywhere you stream. And if you're up early in the morning, you can listen to me on Indie 88
And follow you on Instagram.
and follow me on Instagram. But otherwise, I love to come down to the studio. I love it here, guys.
We love it.
You're the best. You're our probably unofficial or official number 4 on Evil Men. Like, give me a
Absolutely.
break.
Oh my God! Well,
Absolutely.
Come on.
number 5 because of the evilometer.
Oh,
true,
yeah.
true.
Thanks. See? You're so aware of everything that happens here.
And I just wanted to mention that my second album called It's Not Looking Good is coming out March 20th. So you can stream it on Spotify or wherever it's Apple then.
I'm excited because I was out of town
Yeah.
during the recording, unfortunately. So I'm excited to finally
Thanks.
hear how you composed the whole hour.
I
Thank
was
you.
there for both, and it was so funny. Wait, was I
Thank
there
you.
for both? Well, definitely one.
Definitely one. The better one.
Oh yeah.
If this comes out this Thursday, which it does, right? So Saturday, as part of the TO Sketchfest, Tim Gilbert and I are doing our second Two Dracula show at 8 p.m. at the Theater Center. Last Friday, it killed. We had a blast. And if you come out, Thursday, it'll be an excellent time. And they cut out little felt triangles, black triangles, for all the audience wore them on their head during our show.
I love it.
It was pretty fun.
That's
so
so
thank you,
fun.
TO Sketchfest, and we'll see you there. That was another great episode of